What's up, friends of covers? Jon Arnold here, and it almost feels like as soon as the round of 16 started, we're talking about it coming to a close. We're winding down with some of the final previews of the round of 16 matches. Today, taking a look at Morocco against Spain, kicking off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday from Education City Stadium. Morocco is a tough team, actually, to break down, both from a gambling perspective and from a defensive perspective. They allowed just one goal during the group stage. That was a goal that they put into their own net, an own goal scored against Canada, and that was when Morocco was already up 2. That back line from left to right of Mazraoui, Saiss, Aguerd, and Hakimi has been tough to beat and really gives the team a good base, a good foundation. Up front, maybe they're not as impressive. Hakim Ziyech scored a fluky goal against Canada, but I think his return to the Morocco setup has really energized this attack. He was out for a long time, dispute with the previous manager. Now he's back in, and it seems he has a point to prove. He had that assist against Belgium in addition to a goal ruled out for offside in that big victory that Morocco had over the favored European squad. So I think he's absolutely a player you have to circle and watch. I do wonder if heavy legs will come into play in this knockout match. They're not as deep as a lot of teams, and so there might be a late goal in the picture for Spain if you like to bet on timing, that sort of thing. But it's also possible that Morocco does what it did in the group stage and has a tight game. Let's talk about Spain. And just like Morocco is a bit difficult to talk about, break down, I think Spain is tough to evaluate just based on their group stage. They started off with a massive win over Costa Rica, 7-0, you might remember. Then they drew with Germany and ended up losing to Japan. It's a team that absolutely has a style of play. Luis Enrique has spoken on his very popular Twitch streams during the tournament about how he wants his team to have this identity and not deviate, not vary from what he wants to be an interesting, attractive, fun to watch style. And I do think they've achieved that. They've also achieved their goals of keeping the ball, 82% possession against Japan, but that game ended in a loss. So I'm not sure exactly how much it mattered. Up front, I think Spain is quite encouraging. You see Morata score in all 3 group games, and Alvaro Morata is actually getting support. He's getting help from his wingers. No matter who Enrique puts next to him, it seems like they're working well together. I think that's really good news for this Spain team, and it's not like their defense or their midfield is bad. Maybe some of the inexperience from some of the younger players showing in the group matches, and I think Luis Enrique would rather have those rough moments in the group stage than right now. Now it gets important. So how Spain answers the call, how they rise to the occasion, I think is going to be critical. I do think that there will be a Spain victory. I think Spain moves on, but judging by how good Morocco's defense has been, the under 2.5 at minus 158 is something that's calling my name and intrigues me. That said, I do think Morata gets one more goal. He's plus 155 to score anytime. And Dani Olmos is plus 270 to score anytime. The goals seem to be coming from those 2 players. So I actually also like Morata and almost 3+ shots on target. That's at plus 175. I do think there's some good value there. I'd steer clear of the straight winner. I think Spain is going to go through, but I think it'll be tougher than they're expecting, tougher than many other experts are expecting, and an interesting game that we'll be wanting to watch until the final whistle. Hope you stick with us for all sorts of previews, the rest of the round of 16, which is nearly ending, and the quarterfinals, semifinals, and a lot of stuff around the final. It's all on cover. Stick with us. We'll talk then.